Alright, and welcome back to another episode of the Myth playthrough. So I think this is episode 60, hold up, 36. That's right, 36. So today we're basically just going to be finishing up the drum jungle. Should be a relatively fast area. And then, hopefully, if it doesn't take too long, on to Mirror Lake. So let's see what Queen Alicia has to say.
Greetings, Wizard. I am Queen Elisa, the first queen, the spirit of the elephants. You wish to free the Prince Taziri from Argant's grasp.
Yup.
I want to drive the shadows from this sacred place. Margant's agents have stripped me of my power, however.
What exactly did they do to cause that?
Go to the drum house, where we house our magical instruments, clear the webs, crush any spiders, and collect the drums inside.
Okay, quick little mob fight getting started. Should be easy enough. I think towards the end of this, I'm going to grab the Zeke quest, because now that I basically have access to the entire world, I can go grab those at the end and get an additional little training point. Also, I just realized I noticed this yesterday. My XP has just been overflowing into there. I should be like level 73 right now, I think. Maybe even 74. Ooh, somebody fishing for code wands or chests or something. Oh, that's not a boss fight. Well, I'm just gonna skip this then. Alright, Queenie, I got your drums.
You did that in short order. Take the drums up to the moat and place them in their designated spots.
And their designated spots, what do they have, like, numbers etched in on the sides or bottoms of them, or just throw them anywhere? Also, that's 3 drums. I only collected 4, so this isn't gonna mathematically work out unless I just pull 2 other drums out of my ass. This doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Why not just have me collect 6 drums? There's just 2 more. They're plenty enough in that drum storage place.
Perfect. The sacred springs have become polluted and stagnant.
Probably because nobody's here to actually, like, do some housekeeping and gardening and landscaping.
To purify them, you'll need to collect canny peppers from the shadow weavers and blue caliantha flowers from around the garden.
So I get some peppers and flour, and that'll make bleach to clean up the springs? What the fuck is going on? It's kind of a weird order. Did somebody order 3 peppers and 3 flowers?
Very well done. I will combine the canny peppers and the caliantha flowers into enchanted blossoms.
What? Wait, what? How the fuck does that work?
Put the enchanted blossoms into the springs to purify them. Then swim in both the hot and cold pools to cleanse yourself.
Fuck you trying to say? I'm out here saving Zafaria and you're telling me I smell like shit? Man, fuck you. Not gonna lie, I didn't really think about this till just now, but whenever I'm doing Mirror Lake, I can just teleport to the elephant graveyard real fast, grab some health and mana from here. Like, this just auto generates right here. That's pretty cool. It's very small area too. Oh fuck, I forgot to go swim in the hot one. Just gotta go back and forth in random order.
Feels good to sweat some of that tension out.
But anyway, we should be getting to the point where I fight the next couple of bosses. It's gonna be like 4 boss fights in the final dungeon, I think. Or the second to last dungeon.
You look much stronger and healthier. We need to summon the spirits of the drum corps. They will help empower us to defeat the shadow creatures.
I think I'm good. I'm pretty sure that we can skip this step right here.
Collect the red blood lily flowers from the garden and then place them in the iron braziers.
Okay. 1 flower, 2 flower, 3 flower, and 4 flower. Oh shit, I'm about to get pulled. Alright, well now that that's done, what comes next?
Nicely done. Place the burning coals on the grave markers to summon the drummers. Their mystical rhythm will open the breach.
Okay, so they weren't necessary for defeating people, they were just gonna open the fucking doors. Which is a really dumb thing to require them to do.
Jumbo Wizard, you need us to perform a battle song?
No.
We'll do anything for Queen Alyssa. Our rhythm will open the way for you.
Remind me how out of zebras, elephants, lions, and what was the other one? Gorillas. How are you guys like the second most prominent people? Like seriously, the zebras ain't got shit compared to these guys. Zebras have a wooden fort. The elephants, they've got Stone Town and Waterfront, just highly civilized areas, and then their whole deal is they just do magic and scheme. Oh, I need to go backwards. Hold up.
It stirs the heart to hear them play again. It's been so long.
Yo, there are magic music players available if you just want to record them, you know, for later use.
Morgant's agents plundered my tomb to disrupt my focus.
Of course they did.
Up to no good, and my own wards keep us out.
Yeah, it sounds like a really stupid idea to use that as your safety mechanism.
However, if you can collect my grave items that they scattered, it will give me the power to open the way.
At this point, I'm not even surprised.
Go to the lesser tombs and battle Morgant's agents for my bracelets, robes, ring, and tusk ornaments.
You know, technically, you're still wearing that even in death. Can't we just, you know, get a discount on that one? But yeah, so we got 4 boss fights and a lot of health and mana to go about. So I'm thinking just run in. Hold up, let me grab 1 wisp. Now that I've changed my gear setup and everything. Also, my my pet that I'm working on, it failed. Got mighty instead of spell proof, spell defy, or myth giver, or pain giver. So now I've got to make another one. I'm waiting for it to hatch, and then I'm thinking I'll swap it over to this guy, use all that XP that I got, and just kind of try to level it up fast.
Your petty magics are not compared to the tendrils of power at my command.
Somebody thinks highly of herself. We'll do that. This needs to be life. I don't understand why it's not. I think I'll put in an extra basilisk and call it good. Boom, boom. Yeah, it's looking pretty well. Honestly, I don't even know if I should show these fights. These are kind of lame. Not a whole lot happens, if I'm being honest. I mean, honestly, anybody with a decent deck setup, Waterworks gear mixed with Chieftain's gear mixed with Zigzag gear, maybe, with a triple-double pet, could very easily fly through this area, or most of questing. Honestly, I'm wondering if I could if I should show Avalon at all, because the fights are pretty long. Enemies have like 20k plus health. I don't know, maybe I'll do something to where I end up basically just showing the very end of the fight. That might be pretty okay. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and just kind of do that with this fight. Or maybe the next fight. I've already started on this fight. It's literally one button push away, one hotkey away. But I'm lazy. Oh, that sucks. I was kind of hoping he would die. Get rid of that. Well, looks like I'm blading up for an Orthros now. Not gonna lie, I decided to do that thing I was planning on and just completely forgot that I was recording and killed the boss, but yeah. Definitely I'll get it on the next one. Maybe. Ooh, this one.
A so-called wizard. Ha! You're not even worth me sharpening my tusks.
This one is a life and death combo. This is where my life and death setup would be nice if I knew where it was. Is it this one? Got 50% resist, which is pretty cool. Could have up to 75, but I just don't have decent boots, and all this stuff is kind of only like plus 15. I think my robe is plus 12. How much is my hat? 12 versus 11. Yeah. No, it's not really that much of an upgrade. It's like 9% extra resist. It gets better once I get better gear for life and death resist, though. Almost forgot about it. I accidentally clicked it and I was like, wait a minute. I was supposed to record this part. I'm like watching YouTube while I record this. I don't know. Like, typically I'd like to record a boss fight from beginning to end, but honestly, it gets kind of boring. Like, unless I'm doing something really interesting.
You discover a chest containing the queen's robes.
Alright, so that's 2 out of the 4 dungeons done. If I remember correctly, this is... yeah, it's Life and Myth. And then the next boss...
Must taste.
Interesting. Yeah, the next boss should be Storm one. Also, getting back to what I was saying like an episode or 2 ago, for some reason in Zafaria and other worlds, they make these Goliaths just fucking stupid, brain dead morons, or they're just like, flesh, eat everything, monster noise, and then it's just like, in Chrysalis, they're just intelligent as shit. Like, what? It's confusing to me. Alright, well, I accidentally did that again. I at least want to get it to where it's like I can show its health and all the buffs that I have, but I keep forgetting to do that. I'm like watching YouTube and then I'm trying to remember that I'm recording. I don't know, maybe this is not a good strategy for content. Who knows? But yeah, this should be 3 out of 4 done. And then there will be plenty of health outside.
Ring amongst the goo. With a quick polish on your robe, it's good as new. Yeah.
Hey, I was right. The last boss is a Storm one.
Shadowblight! I'll splinter your wand.
And he's accompanied by a death minion. Not the best. Do I have any cleanses? I've got 2. Might as well throw 1 more in there. Alright, 4th time's a charm. So yeah, I'm pretty well stacked up. Was able to get off some traps in the very, very beginning. And then just started blading up the past couple of rounds. So this will be a easy clap. And then we do the second to last dungeon. Also, double pet XP right now. Turns out if you log into your game window, but you don't press play, and then you go to work for several hours before the devs can update the servers, you'll actually be playing on an old, the previous version of the unupdated server, and miss out on double XP on one of your double pet XP on one of your characters whenever you're leveling up your pet because you're an idiot. That's what happened to me today. Got back from work, was like, let me just turn on Wiz. Realized that I had tried to log in super earlier and just left without logging in. Then I was like, oh, well, that works out. I guess I'll just press play and start it up. And then it just lagged out on me after I played a couple pet games. So I was like, oh, that's weird. Let me just load it up again. And oh, I see what happened. Double pet XP. I was playing on a window connected to a part of a server that shouldn't technically be running, and I missed out on double XP. It was great.
You retrieved all of my relics. Amazing. My power is restored. I can remove the wards that prevented us from entering my tomb. I will meet you inside.
Perfect. So yeah, this little dungeon is, at the very least, unique. I don't much care for the very first part because it sucks ass. Because I'm pretty sure it's glitched to where the first time you attempt it, you'll always fail. But anyway, we'll see. Oh, whoops. And boom. Let's talk to her.
This is the antechamber to my final resting place, or what was supposed to be a place of rest, until Morgan's agents disturbed me. This room has a devious secret to it. Without me to guide you, you would never decipher its cryptic nature.
It's a bunch of drums, just play a beat.
You must step on the center drum to begin a rhythm of passage. Then follow the pattern exactly, or we'll never be able to progress.
Did she say progress? It's progress, like progress. But also, yeah, if you, for some reason, and I always feel like whenever I get to the second part, moving on to the third, it just auto cancels it out. Like, yeah, you've got to do it with some speed, but there will be times where it's just like, hey, fuck you, nerd. So that's phase 1. Boom. Boom. Before I can get over here, it says too late whenever I didn't even have enough time. It's definitely glitched. The fuck? I don't understand what the hell's going on. There's a reason King Zhao doesn't do shit like this anymore. It's buggy as hell. They never quite managed to pin it down. It was a good idea in theory, at least. Just sucks when you're trying to play the game and it just says fuck you like that. That was where it messed up last time. I'm gonna step on it again and cancel it all out.
Well done! We make a good pair, don't we? The next chamber is dedicated to my trappings. Replace my grave items on the 4 pillars in order to open the door.
Right.
But beware! Morgan's magician has set watchers to intercept you. You'll have to defeat them first! Once you are free of them, race to the central chamber where you will find the prince. Hurry and rescue him.
And off we go. Yeah, it's just like 4. Oh wow, it only spawns 2. Okay. Usually it spawns 4. Like the last couple times I've done it, I've walked in here solo without anybody and just wound up with 4 of them. I don't understand why dungeons do that sometimes. Well, it's easy enough. Just some lame-ass mob fight. So let's throw this up there. There shouldn't be an end boss in this dungeon. I'm pretty sure there's not. I fucking hate it how I have to go left and right and then back again. Can't just press X and they all sit up there. It's like, come on. We already know I collected all fucking 4 of them. It's not like I can move past that part of the quest. Maybe there's 4 in here. Maybe I was mistaken on that first part. I don't know. I usually fly through this place, so I don't really pay attention.
By moon and sun, by baobab tree and shining mountain, by night sky captured in Mirror Lake. Wards fall away and let me pass.
Too late again, young wizard. I summoned
What?
riders.
Holy shit, he's actually a fucking zebra?
The Umbra Queen!
Oh yeah, shut up, nerd.
I remember you. You were in Celestia, weren't you? Merle Ambrose should be ashamed for sending a mere pup alone into the dark. You're just going to get bitten.
This is the second time she's appeared.
I have seen the dying of the light. Your magic is nothing more than a candle spark, in the cold, dark places. With the 4 sacred relics of Zafaria in my grasp, no one can stop me. Time to tear apart the council's barriers and break the mirror. Tsitsi, you have served me well. Your
Wow.
reward
She
awaits
actually
you
said
in
his
the
fucking
next
name.
world.
Oh no, what have I done? Please.
That's
don't leave
interesting.
me.
Oh yeah, see, there are 4. I know I was somewhat correct about that. That's weird. She actually said his name. I don't think I've ever listened to that dialogue before. Easy peasy. So I think this guy was obviously mind controlled. He had the little purple swirls in his eyes, so he didn't know what he was doing.
Thank you for not letting them eat me.
Honestly, I should have let them just take you. My whole thing in Zafaria was just to go find like 5 or 7 missing students. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 6. That was close.
Thank you, Wizard. Your schoolmates spoke highly of you, and with just cause.
Yeah, sure.
I
don't know a
shamed
single
to
fucking one of them though.
Compelled by magic, true, but I should have resisted Tsitsi Snaketail and the Umbra Queen.
I mean, you were hypnotized by magic. I don't really think there's a way that you personally could have resisted them.
Let us confer with Queen Elisa, and then we can leave this place.
Sure, where the oh, she just appears right here. Sure.
Do not be ashamed, young prince. Only the most powerful of heroes can resist Morganthe and her dread agents.
Wow. She just told like her great-great-great-grandchild he's a bitch.
Thank you, dear wizard, for chasing the shadows from my tomb and calming my spirit. When you leave, I will transport Prince Taziri back to his mother, Queen Ariana, at the Darajani Palace in Stone Town.
I don't think you needed to specify that the queen was in the palace in Stone Town. I already knew that. What do you have to say?
Thank you for making me feel better. What prophecy did the Umbra Queen mean? The mirror will break, the horn will call. I don't know of any mirrors.
Mirror Lake. She mentioned it multiple times. How are you fucking hypnotized doing all this shit, aware of your actions, just unable to, resist her, but you can't remember what she said 10 fucking seconds ago before that fight?
Wait, she must be speaking metaphorically. I'd bet my tusks she means Mirror Lake, the sacred...
She
water
mentioned
atop
Mirror
Shining
Lake by
Mountain.
name.
Mirror Lake always reflects the night sky. Legend says the Council of Light...
I think. Maybe it was him who said Mirror Lake. Pretty sure it was one of them.
Must return to Baobab and tell the counselors what you discovered. Start with Counselor Vir Goodheart.
Alright, well with that, it's basically time for the final showdown after 1 or 2 little things to do. And now we're back where we basically started, the main hub of the world.
You rescued Prince Taziri? Excellent! But the Umbra Queen is here? Oh my! This news of the Umbra Queen casts a shadow on our joy. Still, know that you have done us a great honor by rescuing the prince. The madness will leave my people, and we will stop our war with the zebras.
Are you sure about that? I feel like there's even more of a threat of anarchy and just overall an overthrow of your government.
You must tell the other counselors, Unati Nightrunner and Kakenya Brokenfang, what you have told me.
Why aren't you standing like 100 feet away so I could just talk to all 3 of you?
Afterwards, seek out Inyanga White Stripes and seek his counsel, for he is wise in these matters.
Alright, well, let's go down here. Grab some mana along the way. Oh yeah, also... Oh, that's the wrong one. Completed the crafting quest. I just gotta turn it in, so that's cool.
Wizard, it makes me smile to see you again. My people have a newly built peace with Stone Town. This is a
What?
reason to celebrate.
Well, technically, it's been like 5 minutes. Like, I guarantee you there are some hardliners out there who are probably still trying to push for war.
I I did not believe my eyes when Veer Goodhart was promoted to counselor, but he has proven to be a good sort.
Yeah, it's almost like his name, Veer Goodhart, implies that he's going to be a very good person.
Much better than the Black Heart Rassic. The Umbra Queen's servants are everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, obviously, that's what you call fucking spies.
But do not tremble. Shaka Zibu and Zamunda stand with you.
It's too bad Shaka Zibu isn't here to tell me that himself. He was a more compelling character than you were. And we got this fucking guy. Just old and grumpy.
The wizard returns. Your restoration of the waterhole and defeat of Nurgle have earned you the respect of
Nurgle.
the tribes.
That's such a funny name. Nurgle.
This news you bring of the Umbra Queen is bad medicine, but know that the lions will stand brave.
Bad medicine? What? Is medicine a good thing? Bad medicine would just imply that it's like medicine that's gone bad, not something bad in general. I think. I don't know. Like, I get what they were going for. It's just, I feel like they could have said something better than bad medicine. Said bad omen, bad news. Medicine is not the same thing as news. Bad news would have worked way better.
And so you return where you began, young
Dude,
wizard.
I haven't listened to the storyline in over a year. That's exactly what I fucking said 5 minutes ago. Probably like 2 or 3 minutes ago.
You think Morganth has come to Mirror Lake? That would be a cunning way to fulfill this prophecy you speak of.
Yeah, it's almost like the entrance is literally right behind you, and you should have seen her go in.
Long ago, Merle Ambrose and the Council of Light broke Morganth's power and buried her heart of darkness beneath Mirror Lake.
I mean, by Heart of Darkness, you must mean her deck of shadows and spells, but sure.
Go into my hut and find the shrine to the spirit of Baobab. Light the candles.
What?
It will show you the way to Mirror Lake.
What the fuck do you mean? It's a goddamn lake. You just jump in.
Return to me when it is done and tell me what you saw. I will help you find the path.
Alright, whatever. Gotta go talk to the fucking Tree of Life just to find out the entrance is 10 feet behind me.
Candle, and the flame leaps across to the rest, like a spell waiting to be released into the wild. The path must lie through water somehow.
Yeah, obviously.
Go back to Inyanga and tell him what you saw.
That's fucking stupid. They could have come up with something better than that.
Good. I could feel the power of the ritual from here. Look, the spirit of Baobab has opened a vortex to Mirror Lake. That is the path you must walk.
Is it safe to go down that vortex? You know, probably could have just swam down there when the waters were calm.
Go to Mirror Lake and chase down Morganth. Whatever happens, return to me when you are done, my friend.
What happens if I die down there? I'm not going to be able to return. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. This is not a difficult dungeon at all. So, let me see. Got this. I'm actually going to set up for a little meta strat. Try to put in just 7 cards. Get rid of that. I'm not going to need any buffs. So we got 1. Let's see. 2. Where's that? 3, 4. What do I need for the next ones? Boom. That's 4 cards. We'll probably do a feint. 6. Wait, 4, 5. I need 2 more. 2 more cards. What would work well? I don't really need anything with monstrology. I guess Orthrus and a damage enchant. Just to have that. Whoops. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a pretty good hand. Let's do it up. I can at least buff for 2 rounds. Oh, I'm doing team up because I'm lazy. And we're already going in. Let's fucking go. I'm not listening to the story at all. But I will point out the fact that this boss right here gives all of the school hats, if I'm not mistaken, the energy hats, level 65. They're like, they have a little bit of energy, but then they also have a little bit of, what do you call it? A bit of a Stitch look to them. I don't need this. He's got 5k. I'm just gonna throw out a feint. Fuck it. I don't know how good this guy is, so I'll just play support right now. Is that a... Oh, that's a item card feint or a pet feint. That's not bad. But yeah, CC Snake Tongue or whatever the fuck his name is drops all of the Stitch hats that have like some energy stats and whatnot. Let's see here. Just want to make sure. I'm pretty sure he also drops the side hat, doesn't he? Yes. Oh, wait. Splendid. He drops the Splendid hat.
Path up to the top of the mountain he mentioned.
Apparently drops a turkey hat as well. That's interesting. Oh no, I have to go first. No, why would you run in like that? You suck. What the fuck? That's weird. I guess that guy just dipped. I'm just gonna try and let him know what I'm doing. And I need to know what he's doing. Because I can get rid of the shield. He could probably one-shot it. Alright, never mind. He's doing that. We'll blade him up and shatter next round or something. The elephant guys drop most of the robes, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's going to be a fast dungeon. Nobody should ever have an issue running this dungeon because so many people farm it for low-end mega snacks rather than, you know, just having a fucking garden that gives them mega snacks. But hey, it helps out if you need it. Also, this fight is where I get the side staff, so that is a possibility. It'll probably take a couple runs, but you know, it's there. Once I get that, I won't have to worry about fail pipping or fizzling for a long time. Because my accuracy is pretty good on its own right now. I would definitely trade the 10% damage for 20% power pip and 13% accuracy. Just switch pets. Bruh. What a piece of shit. Fuck you. Nobody says that anymore. Speaking of gear that you can get, Mirror Lake is a very interesting dungeon because the Wiz devs decided to put all of this crazy, cool, wacky gear in this one fucking dungeon. Like, you have the complete Splendid set, which is, you know, fairly good energy set. All of the different side stuff, which is, you know, the Stitch gear, level 65 Stitch gear. You've got the level 70 Stitch gear as well. And then you've got just a whole bunch of, like, other shit. I'm trying to think of what else there is. There's the side. There's literally all of the side attire, all of the Splendid attire, all of the different school side attire. Not to mention there are costumes, like vampire costumes, Santa stuff, like stuff for different seasons. This whole dungeon is worth farming for quite a bit if you want certain stuff. If you're going for like the crowns gear, I would highly recommend farming for that sort of stuff out of holiday seasons. Like, don't farm here on Christmas, because then you're going to get a bunch of Santa stuff if you don't want that. But also, if you know, want a vampire costume or a mummy costume, just run this fucking gauntlet all day. You get a lot of stuff. This is actually going quite well. What do we get? Anything good? Nothing.
Sit quietly.
No, just a bunch of really shitty level 68 gear. I don't have any crowns. Is this...
Morganth must have entered the sunken
Nope.
tower now that its barriers
It is not double chest reroll. It is... Oh yeah, that's right. It's double pet XP. What the fuck is going on? Why is that like that? I don't understand. Is he just like running in, fleeing, and then coming back? Well, it couldn't be because I joined after these guys. I don't know. They're either glitching the game or they're like in a group just doing things very specifically. I don't know how that works. This fight really just drops treasure cards. Specifically Legion Shield. So if you need a bunch of Legion Shield for the crafting quest, fight these guys a couple times. You get some good. The spiders that come up next. I'll have to just edit this stuff in because there's so much stuff. And all the different bosses drop it, so it's worth farming everybody. And if you're going after certain stuff, like if you just need the side stitch hats, farm the what do you call it? The first boss. If you're going for the side robes or boots, farm the Spectral Guardians or the spiders. Fuck. I did not think about the fact that this guy's Storm. Storm sometimes has an issue with these guys. It'll be good to have, me and the other guy follow up hit if this guy doesn't kill. But yeah, that's Mirror Lake in a nutshell, really. It's just story exposition, but nobody listens to that because everybody just runs through the end to get 2 mega snacks that aren't even mega snacks. They're like low-end mega snacks. I should get some what do you call them? Some mass storm prisms just in case. Eight cards, and Meteor is the only one I didn't pull. Yeah, it's probably because you had 8 cards, dude. 7 cards minimum. Maximum. But it's fine. It is what it is. Ooh, we got a heal. That's not too bad. I'm gonna be farming this all fucking night. I need to, like, move my computer and... Oh, you know what? I can actually do it on the other one. Oh, there's Stormlord. What is it? Years ago, I want to say before Darkmoor came out, I saw a guy wearing... He looked like he was wearing weird gear. He was probably wearing the Celestia stuff. The level 56 to 58 Celestia gear for Storm that gives a ton of storm resist, and he was tanking damage left and right. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I never understood how he had done that until I started figuring out, how different gear sets affect, resistance and stuff like that. The devs definitely used or gave a bunch of fucking crazy stats to a bunch of different gear. Like from here to level 90 is when stats get fucking crazy, and then it just peaks at Darkmoor, like peak craziness, like just overall good stats. And then even onto Catacombs, kind of, the Dragoon gear. And then after that they started to shy away from that because just the model of exponential growth was just a bit much from what they had originally anticipated or intended. Either that or somebody got fired, somebody got promoted, and the new guy decided, fuck it, mess up all the gear. Let's see. Throw that out there. Although the balance guy will probably kill. I wonder if he's playing like by himself, or if he and the storm or he and the fire are like his dual boxing accounts. Because I still have no fucking clue how they managed to keep the storm guy going third, even though all three of us have joined before the storm. Maybe he's using speed hacks and it's registered on his side, just not my side, which I'm fine with. I don't care about speed hacks. All right, what do we get?
A deep tremor shake.
Skip all that. Looking for really anything Crown's gear worthy. There's those 2 mega snacks. This fight, I usually either get just a bunch of... Oh, okay, we got side boots. Not that those are good or anything, but it's something. But usually it's like some minor piece of gear like that, or nothing at all. So let's go here. Talk to Inyanga.
By the ancestors, you have returned.
Yeah, in record time too. We had a Max Storm carry us. It was fucking great.
Morganth escaped with that collection of dark magics, the Deck of Shadows?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what the whole Dungeon of Mirror Lake was for. Merle Ambrose and the Council of Light way back when took away Morganth's spellbook, which actually, now that I think about it, is something that happened, or like gets shown to us in Chrysalis and Ruined Alcazar, or Radiance Reborn, whichever place it is. That's interesting, and they just threw it in here. I guess instead of killing her, they just said, hey, we're going to take your deck away, be a good person. And this is all Ambrose's fault for not just holding the gun up to Morganth and pulling the trigger. Just saying.
Prophecy has a way of fulfilling itself. This will not be the last you see of her before the story is told.
That's King Zal's way of saying, we have more planned for this arc.
Take comfort. You have done good, strong work here. Were it not for you, the students would be lost, and my world would be afire.
Honestly, I'm okay with that. I didn't need to come here anyway. I was just doing a favor for Ambrose.
Return to Wizard City, and tell Merle Ambrose the story of Zafaria.
Alright, well that was Zafaria. Pretty fast world once I got past Stone Town, but yeah, it's very confusing and contrived at certain points. But overall, one of the best dungeons in the game because you can get one of the best wands in the game. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna turn in that. And he's like, hey, go to Azteca. Does he give anything? Probably nothing that I want. But yeah, that was Zafaria. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna be farming Mirror Lake for quite some time, trying to get all the different side gear, all the different school stuff. Speaking of which, just in case anybody's confused on what the hell I was talking about, you got stuff like this, which is, let me unclick that. See if I can find that again. So if you look here, there's level 65 and level 70 stuff for all schools. So usually it's all more compact than this, but you see the Flameborn attire level 65, the Fire Dancer's attire. I think Myth had the Storyborn attire and has something else, the Sly Rogue attire. Like, all of these different gear sets drop from all of the different bosses. The Spectral Guardians, Tsitsi, and the Starburst Spiders. And not to mention, once I inevitably get it, because I will get it at some point, this thing right here is going to be my new wand. I just need to get it first. But yeah, now I'm gonna go farm and tend to my garden.
No, I keep fizzling.